What up, everybody? Season 3 has taken a turn for the worse for Davis McClain. He has had Sax working for him to get his brother out of prison. The whole time he thinks he's using Sax to get his brother out of jail. But Sax has been playing Davis and is a CI for Jenny Sullivan, trying to prove that Davis is the consigliere for Tariq and the Tejada's drug organization. But in episode 8, it all came crashing down for Davis. Tariq reveals to Davis that Sax is a CI. The very next episode after Davis got Dio released, Davis, who has been slipping on his game all season, turned around and gave this information to his brother Dio. Not only would Dio protect his younger brother Davis at all costs, as it's been proven that Dio was willing to do a life sentence in prison for Davis to be able to live his life. Not only that, but Theo has nothing to lose anyway. Doctors told him he only had a month left to live at most. And there you have it. The only person Davis cared about other than himself killed himself right after pulling the trigger and killing longtime power op Cooper Sax. Like I said, Davis had been off his game all season long, and his drinking is becoming borderline alcoholism. Now keep in mind that Davis does have a wife named Marilyn, who we have not met so far. This could be another person that Davis cares about, but we do know that he cheats on his wife all the time. In season 1, Davis was in a full-blown relationship with his assistant Paula. Paula was basically Davis's moral code, because he doesn't really have one, and she would keep him in line. She quit working for him when she found out that Davis was lying to her and working with Sax to take down Tariq behind her back. Paula didn't even as much as want Tariq paying them with drug money, something Davis had no problem with. So losing Paula was really the beginning of Davis' downfall, almost like losing your queen in chess. I've heard rumors that we're going to get to meet Davis's wife Marilyn at some point, if not in season 3, most likely in season 4. And just to put it out there, I would like to see Taraji P. Henson get cast to play Marilyn Davis's wife. When Paula quit, Davis hired his competition, Cooper Sax, who just got fired as the U.S. attorney, to replace her. And like I said, at this point, all moral code went out the window, and Davis started getting his hands dirty. Starting off by taking $500,000 from Monet Tejada to double dip in the Detective Ramirez and Jabari Reynolds murder trial, that if anything falls back on her son Kane, to let her know. I'm guessing if the DA knew everything we know, that this is when Davis became their consigliere. After this, they found out that there was recording of Tariq saying that he knew about Jabari's book and it wasn't about Braden. Tariq came into Davis's office, and Davis told Tariq if he hit the space bar, he would lose his law license, right before walking out to check on a dinner reservation, giving Tariq the opportunity to find out that Lauren wore a wire and was going to testify against him in court. This is what got us into the whole mess that played out so far in season 3. Effie telling Kane, Kane telling Braden to handle it, and Effie stepping up to do the job only to fail and getting charged with attempted murder. But it was actually Davis's next move that got him caught up. Tariq didn't have the payment for Davis, so the crew planned a heist to rob Mecca of his product and a blue diamond ring. After stealing the ring, Tariq brought it to Davis to fleece. The ring sold for $5.5 million, so Davis got a fat payday from that ring, only for the man who bought the ring and his fiancée to be brutally murdered and the ring stolen back by its rightful owner, Noma, a ruthless drug lord. When Tariq went to Davis to hire him again at the beginning of season 3, Davis was eager to start working for Tariq again because cash always clears. But Tariq told Davis about Noma and said his discretion is his payment. Not to mention Reek played Davis to get him to work for him in the first place, using Zeke's IG and going live. So after getting a few mil off Tariq in the first 2 seasons, Davis has been working for Tariq for free all of season 3. And I haven't even mentioned yet that Saxe found out that Davis was actually the one who killed the man that Theo was serving time for. And he reported this back to Jenny. So at any time, Jenny could use this to take down Davis and get him to flip on Tariq or Monet. And I still believe that it's possible that Davis helped Monet hang Carrie Milgram. Seems like a lot for Monet to do by herself. And Davis could have been going to visit Carrie and try to hook up with her while she was vulnerable and found Monet there and Carrie dead, and Monet paid Davis to help her. But getting me back to the crimes that we know Davis was involved in, other than the man he killed, he took a bankroll from Monet to have someone break into Detective Whitman's apartment to get his files. He gave Saxe a bankroll to pay off a public official to get his brother released from prison. And most recently, he gave Diana a note illegally in the attorney room that told her to put Saxe onto Effie. So Davis is getting his hands more and more dirty, not to mention he's drinking way too much. So it's only a matter of time until the feds come after him and try to get him to flip. And we saw this story play out before in OG Power with attorney Joe Proctor. The same type of way that Tariq played Davis to work for him, Ghost played Proctor, using his debt from his ex-wife's coke habit to force Proctor to work for him. After this, for whatever reason, Proctor became very loyal to Ghost. Maybe it was out of fear or Ghost's powerful ability to manipulate people. Proctor got his hands into a lot of dirt, including consulting James and telling him to get rid of anyone who could ID him as Ghost. He was there when they put the hit out on Mike Sandoval, and he let Tommy into his apartment when Bailey Markham came to play the recording before Tommy killed him. And Proctor even ended up losing his law license. But it was Saxe, using an illegal wire from Proctor's daughter's backpack that caught him letting his ex-wife die, that got Proctor to flip. Proctor still wouldn't flip on Ghost, but told Saxe that Tommy killed Angela and he was going to testify in court. This is why Tommy shot up the penthouse to cancel Proctor's Christmas. And I mean, you would have thought that Proctor was a trained killer, like a Navy SEAL or something, the way Tommy shot the penthouse up. Will Davis end up with the same fate as Joseph Proctor, or will he hold it down when the feds come for him? Proctor held it down a long time before finally breaking, so I wouldn't expect Davis to break anytime soon. But if it ever comes down to it, do you think Davis is really going to go to prison to save Tariq or the Tejadas? Right now we know Davis has more dirt on the Tejadas than he does Tariq. So it might be Monet or Kane that he flips on, which would guarantee him the same fate as Proctor. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.